Hey guys, I am going to try to keep this as short as I possibly can because I did a video for you on formatting and completely lost it because it was too big. So I'm going to double up how to edit in PowerPoint and how to edit in Google because honestly it's very similar. If you are using Google, you would have gone into here and you would have made copies of whatever you wanted to copy to your drive, and you would have gotten those situated into folders. This is how I have mine set up. If you're in PowerPoint, just bear with me. So all of mine are situated. My focus is going to be on showing you a few key things. Let's start with pulling up lesson plans, and I want to show you what I did. I put my Common Core standards here, and then I have all my lesson plans underneath. Now yours won't be this big. Mine is this big because this is how I have it situated, because I have everything copied in, but you're only going to want to copy in what you will be using. So if you went ahead and opened up the realistic planners with Shiplap, you can see everything is linked for you, and I have, these are the single page previews here. All of these are single page like this, and then if you want a double page view, it's like this. So it's actually still on one page, it's just a double page view. It's up to you on what you want to view. It's a personal decision. Let's go ahead and say that I wanted subjects on the top without weekends. I would click on one of these, or subjects on the top with weekends. I have that on both of them. I'm just going to do 5 subjects, and when you click on that, it's going to take you straight to whatever it is that you're working on. And I want you to see that I also pulled up one of the lesson plans that I have in PowerPoint as well. So I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth. First thing first, once you have your lesson plan picked, you will delete all of the other ones. Completely delete them. A real quick tip, and it works both ways. You can just select the lesson plan before. You're going to scroll all the way up to number 1, hit Shift, and I'll do that real quick. And this works the same in Google, and then you would have all of the ones selected from that point all the way to the one that you wanted, and you can delete them. Another way to do that is to go to View, Slide Sorter, and that would be in PowerPoint. For Google, you would hit the grid view at the bottom, and you can actually reduce the size and you can see more. So you could actually delete 1 through whatever, I don't know. Let's do 53. And you can see I'm holding down the Shift key, and whenever I click from 1 to 53, it selects all of them, and you would just hit delete. Now, I'm not going to delete them because that would mess up the file on your end, and I don't want to do that. Once you have your lesson plan that you want right in front of you, here's what I'm going to tell you. Customize it exactly as you want it. If you want to change the colors in either Google or PowerPoint, do that first, just by simply selecting whatever it is that you want to change. And you can change the color, you can change the font style, you could change it however you want. It's completely up to you. I just put the colors consistently throughout these files so that it would be consistent for you. Just a couple quick tips. If you wanted to merge cells, it's the same again in Google and PowerPoint. You would just select the cells that you want to bring together. And then I would right click, and then I would click, or I would do merge cells. It would be the same in PowerPoint. Actually in PowerPoint, what you can do here, you can right click and merge cells also. If you want to delete things like an entire row, you could go delete entire column, or if you wanted to do the row, you could do delete row. Same thing. It's the same exact thing in Google. So you can merge, take away, add, whatever you want to do. If you want to add digital stickers, I would do this for both of them. I would make sure that my digital stickers were open. Now for Google, I had to give you different sticker books simply because Google didn't like that the file was so big. Okay, this is sticker book number 4. These are all completely editable, so you just literally copy, and that would be Command or Control C depending on your device, and then you would just paste it in. Okay, and you can, and I would recommend if you're in Google to, you know, when you're formatting something like this, to bump it up to 100%, and then you can just toggle that around like that. I'm just going to stay in Google for a second to show you something. If I wanted to add a text box on top of this, because you may want to put like your lunch period here, like adjust your subject so that it's your subject in a time, and you might want to put lunch duty, okay? Boy, that doesn't look very exciting. So I can go ahead and select that. I can change the font, I can change the font size. I could make it bold. I could come in here and go to center align, and then I could go here and make it center align there. And then I can adjust these so that it's just a little bit more centered. Well, that doesn't look centered to me. I'm pretty anal about about things being centered, so I would play around with that. Now let's hop over here and do the same thing. I have my digital stickers pulled up here. I'm going to copy and paste, I don't know, let's do Friendship Day. And you literally are just pasting it in, and then you can see it's down here. And the reason it's down here is because this was in portrait and this is in landscape, so it's recognizing it in portrait mode. You just get that baby up there and reduce the size and put it wherever you want it. Okay, so that's how you use the digital stickers. And let's say that you wanted your lunch period the same every single day. So let's go down here, and this would be the same in Google. Okay, so let's say you wanted this sticker. You would come back here, and let's say that you wanted to turn this, and this same thing in Google would be the same exact thing. There's a little toggle. You would just situate it for the time that you needed your lunch period. Okay, you would bring that down, and then you could also go ahead and do a text box and type in lunch. I'm just doing this very quickly because I can't have the video be crazy long. It won't. Why did I do that? We're going to do Century Gothic. Century Gothic is my go-to font, by the way. I just think it's so clean and crisp. I use it for everything. If you want everything to be centered up on here, I would make sure that the center button is here. And then this little guy, if you put it in the middle, which it's no big deal with this particular text box that I'm using, you would hit that. So anyhow, let's say you get it all situated, all your subjects or times are in, you have all of your stickers where you want them, your lunch duty, recess duty, planning period. You can come over here, same on Google, you would right click and put duplicate slide, and you can duplicate that for the entire year. So I'm highly, highly telling you and suggesting to you, get it how you want it on your very first lesson plan. And whenever you go to save this through the year, it's up to you how you do it. Do you want to save it by weeks? You just go to File, Save As, and then you could just do plans for the week of whatever, or August plans, and have all of your plans for August in one folder. And you can do that the same here. You can rename it up here, and I would actually, for your lesson plans, wherever your lesson plans were, make a folder. And you could just do that by double clicking or right clicking and go to new folder, and you might want to title that August plans. Do that for every month, or you might want to put them in weekly. You can share those with people, so you would hit share, and then if you wanted to share that with your administrator, now you're going to see Christy Moore. Christy Moore was my virtual assistant who helped me just put folders together. It was such a massive job to get this done, so I appreciated her. But anyhow, if you want to share with people, you would put their email address in so that they could have that also and see what's going on in your classroom. So let's see what else. Oh, a fun trick for, and I'm going to zoom out here, for replacing words. Let's say that you wanted to change all of the Mondays to Sundays. Maybe your week starts on a Sunday. I did actually have a teacher message me and say that. You would hit on a Mac, it would be Shift, Command, and H. And if you do that, it's going to say find, and whenever you are wanting to replace that, you would just put in Monday, and you would just replace it with Sunday, and then you would hit replace all, and it would do that for you. But you may not have to do that. Again, I think that that's a lot of extra work. If you're super smart about it, you will just pick that first plan, adjust it how you want it, exactly as you want it, and it'll be that way for the rest of the year. On an HP, for example, on your home screen, see, mine does not have it, you would have a replace button where you would hit replace, and that would pop up, put your word in that you want to replace it with, and then put the replaced word, you know, your other word that you want to replace it with there, and it would change everything. Again, on a Mac, it would be Shift Command H, find what, and you would find whatever you want to put in there and exchange it for that. So again, changing colors, changing fonts, merging cells. If you wanted to add columns, you would do the same thing. You would just select the column, insert column to the right, to the left, whatever, and you're going to see it's going to self-adjust. You may need to adjust, you know, the font size or whatever up here. And if you want to undo something that you did, just put undo clear. And it's really the same for Google. I'm pretty sure that I told you guys everything that you need to know. I have everything from 1 subject to 8 subjects. You pick your layout however you want it. And for my Google users, like I said, make sure that you're making these folders prior to copying. Make sure that you're making sense of it. And then to move something, you could double click or right click and you would hit move to. So once you've copied everything into your drive, you would just do that. Click on the file that you want to move, and you would click move to, and then it literally, you can go backwards, you can go forwards, and then it will just land in whatever place you want it to go. So everything, all your lesson plans that you copied will end up in your lesson planning folder. Same for forms, same for this. Okay. Quickly about the forms. When you are deciding whatever form you want, I'm going to click on this. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet as much as I can. There's so much to say. You can copy and paste, literally, in Google, any cover that you want into this. It's a little bit different on here, and I'll show you how to do that. But you can literally copy and paste. So you would go back to your covers, pick a cover. I'll just do this very quickly. I'll pick this first one. I'm going to Command C. And then let's say that I wanted to put it here. It will take a second. Just put match styles and presentation. Then you can customize it however you want. If you don't want to see my text box here, you can delete that. I'm just going to delete this too. You can do that for every section. And I'm going to tell you for PowerPoint and for Google, decide which forms you want to use. Okay, decide which forms you want to use. Don't mind my mess here as I sift back through. For the forms, PDF, you decide if you want completely editable, if you want it with decorative fonts, it's up to you. When you are, let's say that you want to put, this is important, let's say that you want to separate some of these forms into other folders. Let's say you wanted one just for student data. I would come out here and I would make a new folder and do student data. Okay, I would actually, there's a couple different ways. You could copy the entire thing and then paste it, and then come in here and you could delete whatever you didn't want, okay? And then just save it under that new file name, okay? Or you could go to Insert, Slides From, Other Presentation. I just learned this, okay? And then you would come in here to wherever your planner was, okay? I have so many files. Let's say you wanted your calendars to be with your lesson plans. You could totally do that. How cool is that? You just find the one that you want and you click Insert, and then you come through and you can click multiple by holding down the Command key. Wait, Shift key, I'm lying. This is on a Mac. I think on an HP, you're fine to just copy and paste, but I think that it's a different paste. I have it written down here. I want to make sure. When you're on an HP and you want to copy and paste from one file to another, you just go copy, and I'm going to show you where to do that. You would just hit copy here, and then whenever you go to paste it into another file, you would put keep source formatting, because if you do not select keep source formatting, the formatting will change and the background will probably disappear. In Google, you will just copy and paste, but again, if you're on a Mac, you will go to Insert, Slides From, Other Presentation. This was life-changing. I was so excited the other day whenever I found this out. So once you find your files, you can select multiple from that particular file just by holding down Shift, selecting, then inserting, and it will show up perfectly. My mind was blown whenever I discovered that. So you can make as many files out of this as you want. On Google, I want to show you how to link. If you get all your forms situated how you want it in your binders, okay, you can make as many different binders as you want. If you want a binder for student data, if you want a binder for parent communication, you can separate those. By simply, here's what I would tell you to do. I would go back to your forms, and you could put, well, you could either open up just like a new Google slide presentation, and then I'm going to do that for you. Let's do create and share. Just show you how to format a brand new slide here. I got rid of themes, and I'm going to go down to page setup, and I'm going to go here to custom, and I want it to be 8.5 by 11 and apply it. Now I can go into any of my forms, and let's say that I wanted to do ones just on my schedule. I don't know. I would Command C. Where did it go? Okay. And then Command V, and I would match the style in that presentation. And now you can duplicate, and I'm just showing you this, but this could be for anything. This could be for parent communication, this could be student data, this could be RTI, this could be a small group binder, and you could just multiply it, duplicate it as many times as you want. You would add your title here, so this would be schedules. So you literally can just break apart. You can break apart those forms however you want. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can break apart those files into whatever makes sense to you. It doesn't have to be just that one singular file. But once you have it all separated how you wanted it in Google, if you highlight, you could either go here to link, or you could double click and you go to link. You could go to slides and presentation. Just take a minute to do this. Find whatever one it's on. This one's on slide 2, and you would click apply, okay? And then this just becomes a clickable table of contents for you, so you can adjust it however you want it. All right, guys, I think that that's probably enough information. I said I'm going to keep it short, but I think that's impossible. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If not, please come back to refer to this video. I'm always here to help you guys. Have a good day.